What's up, y'all? This is very much impromptu live or ready to love. I just wanted to see how I could do, so I know nobody wasn't notified. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to do a pre-recorded. However, I didn't want. I know nobody wasn't notified. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to check my stuff. Trying to hear myself. So I didn't want to do a pre-recorded, y'all, but I really just wanted to go live with Ready to Love. It's not gonna be long, but I got some notes, okay? All right, y'all. So hold on one. Let me see. I'm still trying to figure stuff out. So like y'all give me a minute. Give me a minute. I guess we'll give people time to jump on. Oh, there you go. Okay. Let me see. I'm still trying to figure stuff out. So y'all work with me. All right. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. I'll try to figure stuff out. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. So here we go. Ready to Love. Season 10, episode 10, Getaway Part 2. Before I start, y'all make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop. Y'all, please make sure you like the video so I can stay in the algorithm and whatnot. Okay. All right. So here we go. Y'all, the episode starts with Cam meeting with Angie, and she feels like Cam is unsettled. Cam said it was disrespectful for her to walk away from the conversation that they had. And I was like, hold on. But child, y'all know if y'all went back and watched like my other my other reviews, Cam kind of get on my nerves, but whatever. If hey JB, yeah, I am live. If you like it, I guess Cam get on my nerves. All right. So now we get with Deanna. She sit down with Khalil, and she said that basically she been feeling high initially in the process, but then as she got to know the men, everything started to change over time. We know Khalil nor Deanna have a connection anyway. So it just seemed like the end of the road for them. All right. I was sing the end of the road song, but I'm not. Anyway, back to Cam and Angie. He tell her about they still talking about her walking away from the conversation that they had. I do understand where Angie, you know, where she decided to walk away, because sometimes I rather just have a regular conversation. If I feel like I'm being heated, I will walk away as well. So it is what it is. And you know, yeah, no, Cam ain't it. Cam ain't it at all. Let me put this up here, okay? Because Cam ain't it. I'm sick of him. Because he pissing me off. All right. So over with Kalia and Deanna, he can't forget my bad. He can't figure her out because there could possibly be a wall up, and he don't know where she's standing and why, and it is what it is. She don't like, y'all don't like each other like that. She said that basically they just started connecting, and she's trying to figure out if they're friends or they're intimate, and you guys are definitely not intimate. She said this process, I mean, well, for me, I'm sorry, I wrote this process is almost over. So Deanna said that she can only see a friendship with Khalil. She's she said, oh, and she's not ready to love. She said she agreed with Khalil's situation with, letting her go off, letting her off the show. And she said it could be I'm sorry. I think Khalil was the one. Y'all help me if I'm mistaken. That no, I'm sorry. It was Deanna that said she could be too independent, and um, it takes two to love. Which is a child. They knew they knew it was friends. How many of us was them? For real, because it was definitely given unbalanced after the one with all the kids left. Okay, Father Abraham. That's what we gonna call the one who had all the kids, because I definitely forgot his name. Anyway, Angie is staying, and she says that she will stay authentic. First of all, y'all not about to change the strong woman in me. And she said she had to stay true to herself. So basically, if I have a problem with something, I'm gonna express it. And I think that's all she was saying, right? So since Deanna went home, and who was it? Sahara. Sahara said that since Deanna went home, the house felt heavy, so they decided to play a drinking game. They played a game with shots, right? So Tay feels like she needs to see what's up with Khalil, because she's now realizing that that he is her connection. And I'm like, you just now, like, we just now feeling like that. She said she don't want to make the wrong decision, and she need to she need to dig a little deeper. And I'm like, all right, so we gonna choose between Khalil and a homosexual. I mean, the math is mathing to me. Like, so y'all, we got down to the game. First question was, if you love to push buttons in a relationship, drink. It was Kiera. Why Tay want why Tay want that? I don't know. I don't know, but I promise you, I really have something to say about that when she get with this massage situation. And so the other question was, if you think sex before marriage is mandatory, drink. So everybody looked like everybody was drinking. Other question, if you ever watched yourself in a mirror while doing it, drink. Angie, Kiara, and Rose. Baby, when I tell you Angie was okay, and Angie is the freak. Okay, she don't have no qualms about what she got going on, and I'm not mad at that. So the next question, if you had toys used on you, have you ever had toys used on you during, and Kiara, Angie, and Tay drink? So Cam said, even though him and Angie was a little rocky, their sexual chemistry is there and they have a connection for a reason. And I'm like, but is it just sexual? Okay, that's what he said in his confessionals, honey. So I don't know. So the next question was, if you give 100% in all your relationships, drink. Khalil and Tay take a drink. I actually thought Rose was going to take a drink, because y'all know Rose is the pick-me of this season. So the last question was, no, that wasn't the last question. If you were excited about your future relationship, drink. And Khalil drank. And I was like, but you don't really have a connection with Tay like that. But whatever. We're going to let y'all do whatever y'all want to do on this here show with Will Packer. Okay? So Tay said the way Khalil is answering these questions is him saying what she want to hear. Their values and morals are definitely aligning right now. And I'm just looking at Tay like, uh, Tay losing me. I don't know. Y'all, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But maybe I'm tripping. Anyway, before I move forward, I would like y'all to go and follow JB because that is just my YouTube buddy. I don't know if you know that, but listen, okay, in my head and in my heart, you are my buddy, and I love you forever. So, all right, just wanted to throw that out there. So listen, Khalil tells Tay good night, and let me tell y'all, I really just wanted to point this out. Like y'all know how production get a little messy. So he hugged Tay in a way the camera panned on Cisco, in a way Cisco was looking, was crazy work, but that could have been something totally different. But I just want y'all to know how production was being slightly messy. Okay. I do think that Khalil would have been a better option. I really do. And you're welcome. I do. I really do. I think I'm going to be honest with you. I think everybody, a lot of the women dropped the ball when it came to Khalil. I don't know. I honestly, we probably all can't remember what happened before this unnecessary break. I don't know what he said or what he did or did not do to not have a connection, but I think everybody slipped on Khalil. But I'm gonna tell you what usually happens. Men like Khalil, once they come back for this reunion, he gonna have a connection with one of the ladies that may have went home earlier or something. Like that's what I think. But we gonna see. Anyway, the next morning, Khalil went out to speak with Tate, and he wanted to see how strong their connection was. So he said he liked Tate, and that and then Tate said he gives stability and getting his stuff together. Well, ma'am, if he gives stability, why are you wasting your time with the community bump? Like, I'm sorry. We don't remember. Like, I almost forgot. I did forget their name. The only reason I remember is just by watching the show. Like, that's crazy work. We tired. We tired, ready to love. Don't do this break no more. Okay, you are not Tyler Perry or Carlos King. We get enough from them. Okay. So anyway, Khalil said, "Listen, I'm not interested in having no kids anytime soon because I want to travel. And I really, he really want to take the time to get to know whoever his potential partner is." So Tay tells him, "You knew where I stood with having kids like 2 to 3 years from now." That was her timeline. She thought he would put more emphasis on that because that was her deal breaker. And I was like, "Ooh, I got a question. Somebody tag me in." So your deal breaker, you are willing to cut your connection with Khalil because he don't want to have kids in your timeline, which is your deal breaker, but your deal breaker is not being with a nigga who don't have a job. I don't know if I can say the N word on live, but we gonna say the N word. Am I tripping? Like, I feel like I'm tripping. That hold on, come on, JB, you better say it. But a nigga with no place ain't a deal breaker. JB, maybe we tripping, okay? And maybe we not looking at something from a bummy ass perspective. And maybe that's our problem. Okay? Maybe. But that ain't it. It's something about Tay that feels like she give me what they call it, daddy issues. I don't know, but I promise y'all I take yeah. Anyway, Khalil was like, listen, I guess it's just best for us. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me figure out what I'm at. Oh, so Tay said he should have told her now instead of waiting all this far in the game. She want to have kids now instead of waiting until she's 40. She said if he would have said something early on, then she would not have chosen him. But you were still gonna stick with the bummy man. You want to have kids with him? Listen, I wish we had a highlighter. Okay, I'm gonna highlight this right here because when somebody need a place to say is enemies necessary, because they gonna give you the best in the world. Okay, the best massage in the world. Okay, JB, we here because mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. They definitely hunching. Cause how you just it just felt like for me, y'all, for me, it really felt like Tay was kind of doing a little bit too much explaining everything to Khalil about her having kids. It was like her tone was like she made herself get mad so she can figure out how to break up with him, or I mean not break up with him, but cut ties with him. And I'm just like, you didn't even have to do that. You didn't have to do that. You should have just told him, listen, I'm a downgrade over here, and me and my man, gonna go to the whole Motel 6 where they leave the light open. You know what? I'm sorry. All right. We're gonna move on. But I really do believe that her and sis will go smashing. And I'm telling you, he trying to get his way in that lady house. And I could be wrong. Okay. And I am willing to be wrong. But something about this tells me I'm not. Anyway, Khalil said it best when he said, maybe it's best for us to be friends. He said he have he said he don't have no possible connections over here, and so maybe this is his exit. Now, I thought in that moment that Khalil was going to self eliminate. I don't know why he just didn't self eliminate, even though he knew he didn't have no connections. I guess he just was like, I'll wait for them to let me go. So, Jay, this conversation between Jay and Kiara was exhausting because Jay was on some BS, if you ask me. So Jay says to Kiara, he apologized for the visual aspect of everything, and him and her just cool. When I say her, I mean Sahara. Him and Sahara are just cool. It's just a vibe. That's all they are. No intimacy or no nothing. Again, Jade, optics is everything. But this is a dating show. And if y'all had a connection, y'all should have told us something. All right. So he said that's why I'm apologizing. And I just was like so confused. He said, I'm definitely letting you know that we just be cooling. I'm like, all right, Jay. So Jay is frustrated because Kiara started laughing, and Kiara said that none of this makes any sense, and that someone rubbing your knee is basically not friendly. And she said none of my friends don't rub my knee like that. But I just want to say this, and even though it's nothing, I just want to point out, Kiara, we all know that pedophile friend of yours, like he really want to rub your knee, and he been wanting to rub your knee since you was a little girl in high school. Okay, I just want to put that out there. Anyway, at this point, Jay acting like he don't understand optics. So Kiara has Sahara to come out, and she asked Sahara, like, do you think you and Jay have a connection? Sahara was like, yeah, I thought we did. And so Jay said, we not connected. And Sahara said she thought that they were a connection. And he said, no, she said he was in my top and they had an understanding. I feel like, oh, Jamie, y'all looking at your comment. I'm about to put it up right now. She said they had an understanding, and she didn't know that Kiara and Jay were a couple. Now, I feel like something in the milk ain't clean, and it's something missing. Something happened. I think something happened between Jay and Sahara. Like, I don't know. So, you know what? Coolio Omar Epps is full of shit. But Kiara did a lot for me, didn't she, though? Like, first of all, why you fussing with the pillow? Why can't you have a conversation? And you saying, my man, my man, my man, does not mean that is your man. Girl, you want this man to be locked in with you and not have other connections. Meanwhile, you want him to do the same thing. No, he ain't gonna do the same thing because he's trifling. Okay. I will say I felt sorry for Sahara because I feel like all this stringing this lady along, and I just think that she should go, just for that reason, right? So, where we at? Kiara said, they are not a connection, but he's my man, my man, my man. And I was like, girl, what? Girl, what? Girl, what? That shit don't make no sense to me. Okay? Explain this to me in layman's terms because that shit sounds stupid. Okay? You know what? I said I wasn't going to let these shows get on my nerves and whatnot. All right? Like, I got a lot of good years ahead of me than behind me. I'm sorry, y'all. So listen, Sahara said that they're supposed to be connecting, and Jay said it was just a visual. He's still apologizing for the visual. I don't know. I'm so confused by Jay, y'all. So Jay has Kiara as his top. He has I'm sorry. Let me tell y'all what I thought. He had Kiara as his top, but he also had Sahara as a quiet backup plan. Like, that's what I thought. So Sahara walks off, Kiara walks off, and he gave that quote from Friday: you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. And you know what else I thought? I was like, and you think you a man with that gun, huh? I'm a man without. So sorry, y'all. You think you a man with that gun in your hand, huh? Child. I'm sorry, y'all. He just works my nerve. He just works on my nerves. I like Jay, though. I be trying to get around Cam. So Cam and Angie, what I'm doing. Cam and Angie, y'all, I'm at a, give me 1 second. Oh, I didn't mean to say Cam. I meant to say Hussein. Hussein and Angie have a side conversation. She tells him about the homework that Tommy gave her about talking with those men that she have a connection with about her personal situation. And then we switch over to Cam and Rose. Cam pulled Rose to the side because he wasn't happy with the amount of time she was splitting between her and Hussein. So now you have time for Rose, and now you want to make her feel bad because she have a connection with Hussein. He asked her if she's having fun, and she said, can't you tell? And he said, yes, but it's not with me. Once again, because Rose, and we know Rose is one of the biggest pick-me's. So since she's not picking you and running behind you and she giving you your space, again, you want to make her feel a way about having another connection, and you have 3, my nigga. Again, I don't know if we're supposed to use the N-word on live, but you got 3. Anyway, he tell Rose that he's back and make time for him. She said her she said she don't know. Listen, I don't know if I'm your number one, two, or three. And um, she said her connection with Hussein is different from him. Is it? Because what you're saying now is not what you said in that vote. But y'all know we're gonna get there. Anyway, Rose is telling Cam that he's on strike 7. And I was like, girl, see, that's your problem. If you said you're gonna give them 3 strikes, then give them 3 strikes, mom. Do not go and overextend your strikes. Okay. So anyway, yes. Sahara is getting played by Cam. I said, I said, nigga, lie so you could. Listen, that's good to know because these get on my nerves. Okay. Anyway, Cisco. Oh no. Jay and Kiara. They hug. I guess they patched things up. She said she was mad at him, and she said he needs to be his one and only. Again, this is a dating show. So he was well and within his right for having a connection with Sahara, but you shouldn't have lied about your connection with Sahara. Like, and you shouldn't have played in that girl's face about how you were feeling or whatever the connection was. Like, don't do that. That lady don't deserve that. Anyway, so we get to the massage. So Cisco gave a massage to Tay, and she said she never had a massage like that before. And I was like, girl, homosexuals get real creative when they need someone to stay, child. So he then said that his goals and aspirations have her hesitant. He said he feels confident that he could manage his career with his lady by his side to encourage him and have his back. So what does that mean? And can you not do things without a woman by your side? Are you looking for some sort of support from Tay to build you up instead of doing it yourself? Like, for me, this is a level of dependency. And I just want to know also, do you want this lady drive, discipline, and stability until you find your own? Like, I'm really just asking because I need to know. So he said, as long as they can have that as their foundation. So they have to have what you want as their foundation. And Tate agrees and is like, are you not listening? Are you not listening? Like, I feel like people on the outside world can see way more than Tay can see. But again, let's put this comment back up here. That makes her traumatized. All right. Anyway, my thoughts on this whole situation was I felt like Tay was a nurturer. Like, I don't know, she's one of those women that believe in I'm a potential. I believe in his potential. I don't know if she have a tolerance for imbalanced people, like, and then they have that whole thing of risking self-sacrifice, which means when you put your stuff aside for your own needs and you want to carry everybody's plate, yours and his, and then you start to resent him. Like, I want to know, like, what is that? What is that? So y'all, I don't know. We get to the vote. Tay said that Cisco is blessed with his hands. And I was like, we really didn't need to know that. But that's cool. I just feel like Cisco, if you out there somewhere and you possibly, which you probably not, but you possibly could be listening to this video right here, you need to go to one of the massage schools in Philly. Okay? And then get yourself real good. And then you know how they have the men that massage the women mostly naked? Okay, all they have is a towel around their coochie. You need to do that. You make you some money. You big and strong and all of the things. Okay. So that must be your calling, sir. I'm just saying, if you want a job, be one of them, And you a cute dog? Yeah, be one of them. Is he a cute dog? Or is he an alpha? I think he a cute. I don't know. So Sahara said Cam was trying to make everybody feel comfortable. She feels like Cam need to make a decision. Angie said Cam wouldn't let go of the Jasmine Sullivan of it all. I bust the windows out your car situation. I cannot. You would be surprised. They do watch and lurk. Well, listen. If you on this channel or any other channels, I'm sure you have heard the discussion of your in-between job situation. Okay? We rooting for you. We all are rooting for you. So listen, y'all, if you just came in, okay, make sure you like this live. All right. So anyway, where we at? Rose said, oh yeah, can we just talk about Miss Rose and how she was just, the pick-me was just so sure of herself. Girl. She said her connect with Cam was good. She said she knows Cam on a different level than the other ladies. Baby, how you know that? How do you know that? Sahara said, how do you know? She said, because she took time to get to know him. So basically, Cam told you some fake deep bullshit about his childhood or something to that effect. And because you a community pick-me, you felt for it. Once old says one, old says all, okay? We, okay? And when I say we all agree that that's what happened, all right? So Sahara's confessional, oh yeah, y'all, I thought Sahara's confessional was really cute with the long hair. I don't ever think I've seen her with long hair, just braids. I think maybe, and I don't pay attention to confessionals and everything, but when I see it, I hone in on it. I think her confessional was cute, y'all. So Sahara says Rose can't confirm her connection with Cam except for her, and I agree. Rose said that Cam confirmed all of the things. Angie starts to take a drink, and she said Hussein treats her phenomenal. Angie said her and Hussein talk about the situation, and he was all for it, yada, yada, yada. So, y'all, we almost done. Anyway, Tay talk about her connection with Khalil, and Tay, oh, yes. So I was like, okay, Tay wouldn't connect with Khalil because of the kid's timeline. And I get it. If you want to have kids now, that's fine. Have kids now, but you can't make anybody, be ready in a timeline that you want. It's just not like that, y'all. So, she never said whether or not her and Cisco were, she was considering having kids with Cisco. And it's like, if you choose Cisco, and I'm not trying to be that person, y'all, I'm really not. But if you choose Cisco, that's like another kid on your hand. This is a grown ass man who's up in age and don't have his shit together. And I get it. Life happens. But being on a dating show is something I would not be at, especially if I'm at a crossroad in life. So Kiara is side-eyeing Jay right now. Sahara feels like Jay is grass, he's trash. And Jay is playing, basically. She said Cam is her only connection. Is he though? He just told you at the getaway, go connect with other people. So Rose met with Khalil. Kiara met with Jay. Khalil said that he don't have a place at this point, and Jay is just lying to stay locked in with Kiara. Rose start to cry because Khalil isn't ready to love, and I'm looking at her like, girl. And Jay is ready to love Kiara, I guess. And them getting into, apparently them having this little argument makes their relationship strong. Black love, struggle love, y'all. I do not subscribe to that. I like black love, but I like love, just love in general. I just don't do struggle love. All right. So that's all I got, y'all. I don't know what y'all think, but they not working on my nerves. I will say that. They are not working on my nerves. I think that the next person who's gonna go, who's left? I think Tay and Cisco are locked in. I think Rose is gonna be locked in. I think Sahara is gonna go home. Sahara or Angie. Sahara or Angie. I don't know. But I think the last three that's really going to be standing is, what is his name? Cam Hussein, for the men, Cam Hussein and Cisco. And then the other long-standing person, the women is Tay, Rose. Oh, dang. Yeah, we gotta keep Angie. So I think it's gonna be Tay, Rose, and Angie, the last of the bunch. I don't know. But I appreciate y'all really watching my live. Let me apologize once again for just giving y'all an impromptu live without actually like letting y'all know I will do better next time. But the live for Love and Marriage, not the live, Love and Marriage Huntsville and Houston, what is it? Heart and Hustle Houston, probably most likely gonna be pre-recorded. And one of them gonna be tonight. Man, I may do both tonight, but I just may do one, and it might just be Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then tomorrow I'll pre-record Heart and Hustle. Is it Heart and Hustle Houston? I always forget. Anyway, so yes, y'all, that is all. I definitely appreciate you all for jumping on my live. I hope I made y'all laugh, cry, get hysterical. I don't know. But this won't be my last live. But I really just wanted to jump on live to kind of be more comfortable on camera. So, yes, I will see y'all tonight for the pre-recorded of Love and Marriage Huntsville. All right. Peace.